In 2000, Adobe wanted to raise their awareness among students, and especially students in the design market, and the use of their products for workflow production. And so the Design Achievement Awards were established to raise better relationships with Adobe. We focus on 3 distinctive types of media: interactive media, film and motion, and then what we refer to as traditional media, which is the print, photography, illustration, and packaging.
The categories are most competitive categories. Lots of different nice cutting-edge style. I'm not sure they are like made by students. It's all professional look. That's amazing.
I'm impressed and the level is very good. The challenge for the student is to be influenced by the idol and still be original in their work.
The level of work is very high, and I think when you narrow down your selection in every category, you realize that you end up with 20 or 30 very, very strong pieces. And to have just one of these as a winner, that's really a tough call to say.
The one thing that stands out for me is how all of the different disciplines are becoming harder and harder to separate one from the other. But it was very evident to see on a global scale that it's the case all over.
And the program has grown so that we now have relationships with institutions all over the world. And this year, with the partnership with Ikagrata, we have really seen a significant increase in entries that are coming from countries that just last year were not able to participate into the program.
Ikagrata was always conceived of as an international network for professional graphic designers, and over time has grown to include a formal education network. Today, that education network has just short of 100 institutions in 37 countries. When you marry that with Adobe's education program, and it gives us a really broad global perspective.
You need to be sure that you don't close yourself off to other people's opinions, and by engaging other people's points of view, you often end up with a better piece of design in slightly different ways to the road you expected at the end of it. Good work is good work no matter who produced it, and no matter what medium. It's just something you instantly know, and technology allows designers to do all sorts of things they weren't able to do in the days of pencil and paper.
What is more important for me is the impact that design has that really makes a difference. Entries that are closely linked to their culture, to their heritage, and also to their identities. These are the projects that I find very, very touching.
The manual is also very good for me, for an identity system.
It's being at the other side of the table. I was a student, I participated in this, and I know the whole process from seeing the announcement to preparing your entry, sending the work, waiting and hoping, and then getting the results and being part of the ceremony. And now being on the other side, being the judge and experiencing all this from a totally different perspective.
We're very excited to bring this to Beijing and to open up, some of the things that are happening in Beijing universities as well. We felt that the award should be represented internationally, and to give access to professionals in those other areas a way to participate in and see what the students have been doing.
I think Beijing will be a great opportunity to really immerse themselves in, we say family when we talk about Ikagrata. I know people who've met at a conference that have worked together over 15 years and become fast friends. So you'll build relationships that you can use over the course of your career.
Adobe product can give them the freedom of whatever they want to do. So it's the fundamental thing.
It's very inspiring, and it's a nice opportunity to realize everything is possible in graphic design.
Very often, companies try to implement competitions to promote themselves, but also as a way to reach out to the next generation. So it's a great tool to reach the end users of your products.
I think that's so important to have this type of activity going on. The best thing that can happen is just keep the doors open and keep talking to each other and keep learning from each other, and on we go.